From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather tonight.
Clear skies for the overnight and still somewhat dry air across the Tennessee Valley. That allows us to officially cool overnight. We'll drop out of the 60s pretty early here over the next couple hours and then on through the 50s for the overnight and early morning. Most of us waking up on our Tuesday morning right around the low to mid 50s. Here's how that breaks down across the area again. Clear skies tonight, low to mid 50s across pretty much everywhere here across Tennessee Valley, mainly lower 50s in southern middle Tennessee, and then a mix of low to mid 50s across North Alabama. Still, some of our cooler sheltered valleys, isolated upper 40s, can't be ruled out, but we're not going to be as chilly as we have been for the overnights that we had over the weekend where we had widespread 40s. Not quite dealing with that. Upper 70s to lower 80s with wall-to-wall sunshine and a breezy northeast wind for Tuesday, and then with clear skies falling back to the low to mid 50s once again for our Tuesday night into daybreak on Wednesday morning. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're quiet with sunshine and mostly sunny skies. So we're going to focus on the next weather maker here, and that is the potential for some stronger thunderstorms coming in Saturday night. The local timing, it may waffle a little bit, but it looks from the late evening Saturday night through the overnight and through the early morning hours of Sunday, and then lingering showers and thunderstorms the first half of Sunday. There's not yet a formal severe weather risk in southern Tennessee and North Alabama. There is already one just off to the west, so we'll be watching that carefully. Right now, what we're trying to figure out is how phased up the storms are with the storm ingredients, the instability or the fuel, and then the wind shear to organize the storms and to get them to rotate. Model data today, a little out of phase. It has the storms trying to outrun those better ingredients. If the storms get in here before the better ingredients do, then that would lessen any severe weather risk across the local area for Saturday night. However, if the storms themselves get better phased up in space and time with that instability and that wind shear, those critical storm ingredients, that would make a severe storm threat more probable here. Not a higher end type threat, but it would make it more probable for us to see a few severe storms with damaging straight line winds and a lower end type tornado threat for the overnight hours of Saturday night. So we're going to be here watching very carefully through the week. No reason to be alarmed or scared or to panic. Just go through your safety plans this week. Pay attention to the forecast. Make sure you stay updated and make sure you have multiple reliable ways of hearing warnings, especially something that will wake you out of your sleep for the overnight, since this does look like it will be an overnight situation Saturday night. Nothing to be scared of. We do this almost every year. We're heading into the tornado season here in the Tennessee Valley that starts November, goes all the way through May. But some years it starts a little earlier in October. So this is nothing unusual, nothing to be scared of. Just pay attention, be ready, and we'll get through it just fine. Not even a guarantee there will be severe storms, but it is a possibility we'll have to watch. The good news is beneficial rain with the thunderstorms. We're looking at a widespread inch to inch and a half of rain. That's not enough to cause flooding, except maybe some isolated street flooding when it comes down the heaviest, especially with how dry we've been so far. I don't really expect flooding. There could be some isolated totals heavier than that, though. These totals are trending upward as rain and thunderstorms look likely across the area Saturday night and Sunday morning. Until then, low to mid 80s through the week. Notice that as we get into the weekend, overnight lows back into the 60s. That's a sign of that moisture in the air. And then the front comes through. We start Monday morning in the upper 40s with daytime highs in the mid 70s. So a decent cold front coming through with those rain and thunderstorms. As you get your first cup of coffee in the morning, starting in the low to mid 50s, clear skies across the area. Those clear skies continue through our Tuesday. Wall-to-wall sunshine, lower 80s for most of us, upper 70s here and there. Low to mid 80s for the rest of the week through Friday with widespread sunshine. Partly cloudy Saturday for the daytime hours. I think we're mainly dry. It's the late evening and overnight Saturday night into Sunday morning that rain and thunderstorms are likely. And then overnight Saturday night period, we'll be watching for a few strong to possibly severe storms across the area. There's look at your latest 7-day forecast. Kelly Rawson is in the Weather Center tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. live with your wake-up weather forecast.